Learning Sfas Emes V'Midbar Parsha Bolok Shnas Tov Reish Lamed Gimel. Kizo Zein Haaretz, that the nation has covered the eye of the earth. So Sfas Emes says Yesh Leim Beis Pirushim. You can explain this with two different thoughts. Shebnei Yisrael Mechasen Hashgocha Chitzonius Begashmius. That Bnei Yisrael covers the Hashgocha Chitzonius is that which God watches over the world from outside, in the physical being and in the physical existence. Rakli is Nikro, just that it should be visible. Chiyas Apnimius B'chol Dover, that in everything that is physical, you see Hashem. That's how they cover it, because they insert it in the physical. V'kashem Bnei Yisrael Yotzim Mitzrayim. When Bnei Yisrael left Egypt, Heiru Pnei Tevel, the entire earth was illuminated. Asher Nizgala Akdusha, until the holiness was seen. B'chol mokem, every place. Asher Gam Umus, and even the nations saw Shaloi B'Toivosam, that they didn't intend to see it. They weren't interested in seeing it, and that's what it says at the beginning of the Parsha. K'moshe Ne'emar, at the beginning of the Parsha, Vayar Bolok. And Bolok saw. What was bothering them? This was upsetting to them. And here he's quoting a posuk. The posuk in Yeshayahu, the Sfas Emes says, the heart of the Jewish people has become waxed fat. And his ears are heavy. And his eyes are weary. Pen yire be'enov. He's fearful of see godliness. Yishma, and he'll hear spirituality. Ulevov yovin, and his heart will comprehend. V'shov v'rofalo, and he'll do tshuva. He's worried about it. He doesn't want to have that. That's what the Sfas Emes is alluding to over here. That the Cholam has bothered them. And that's one explanation of it covered the physical with sanctity. The Oidiyesh Pirush, or we can comprehend this in a different way. The Bnei Yisrael by Avoidosam, Bnei Yisrael in their work, Tzichen Lahasti and Nekuda Apnimius, they have to hide that inner point. Machusa Yisborach, the kingdom of Hashem, Asher B'chol Makoyim Sholo, which is ruling over everything. V'Hashgachosa Yisborach, and this Hashgocha, the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was involved in everything that happens, Nista B'chol Dovo, is hidden in everything. Bnei Yisrael are the ones that Tzichon Lishmer Nekuda, so they have to make sure that even though it's hidden, it remains. And this means, as much as a person watches over that internal fire within him, it's not to use it for physical needs, so too it is watched, it is kept burning. And there is no effect or rulership of outside forces on this internal point of the Jewish people. And everything that the outside world has an evil eye about the sanctity of Klal Yisrael is who Ayirechison Shmias Apnimius. This is only when Klal Yisrael fails to guard this inner point and have it completely perfect. That's why it says Kiso. It's covered Ein Haaretz, the one who looks over the earth. That's the personal interest that HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes in the world. It says regarding Eretz Yisrael, Tomer Einei Hashem Lekecho Bo, always the eyes of Hashem are there. We find that Yosef HaTzadik made sure to protect Rochel, Shelo Yabet Esav Rochel, that Esav will not view Rochel. He stood in front of her. And this is the idea, that to hide that. What did he want to affect? He wanted to make sure that the outside influence would not affect Rochel. And these two explanations, they really mean one and the same thing. Accordingly, as much as we watch that the internal life should not be used for physical, therefore we elevate that life which is within everything to its proper root until all that is physical becomes nullified to the spiritual. As will be in the future, that there will not be at all the concept of something bad in something. Everything will have a goodness to it. And that's the main idea that upset Bolok and Bolok, because they wanted the Bnei Yisrael who left Egypt, leave me alone, go your ways. Don't rectify this physical world. We don't want to become spiritual. Still, what can they do? In front of them we have Jewish people. As throughout the generations, this has been the problem, that we are the measure by which the world is measured and measures themselves. And therefore he was upset that they're standing opposite us. That's why the Jewish people have to be careful to always live up to that which the Goyim expect of us, because that's what we are here in this world for, to show the world the Kedusha, the sanctity of Hashem, the sanctity of Torah, and the proper life that is expected of every individual.